What's up guys, I'm Olivia and you're watching Drivin' and Vibin'. Today we're going to be talking about the 20 must-see national parks in 2020, so stay tuned. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining us today, and a huge shout out to our partners RVing Go. They offer RV rentals from big fifth wheels to small travel trailers, so if you don't have your perfect rig yet to visit these national parks, it's a great way to get out there and experience it and kind of see what you're looking for. So before we jump into this list, we just want to say that we love all of the national parks, and we haven't been to all of them either, but we know time is limited. Sometimes you don't have enough time to fit every single thing in that you want to see. So in 2020, these are some of our favorites and the highlights of must-see parks. So we'll start at number 20, and that's Sequoia National Park, and that's located in Tulare, California. Sequoia National Park is home to the largest tree by volume on Earth. We think that's pretty cool. It's a very family-friendly park. Wide paved trails make it easy for groups and strollers and wheelchairs to access and enjoy this area. The Giant Forest Museum is great for learning about the history and vegetation in Sequoia. We visited Sequoia pre-baby, so we didn't have to worry about getting the stroller down there, though if we want to visit again, that'll be super easy access. They had such wide, spacious trails. It was a little bit busy when we were there, but we didn't feel crowded out. But we really enjoyed the park, and it is always so amazing to see just these giant natural wonders, and to see something that huge makes you feel kind of small in comparison. Number 19 on our list is Olympic National Park, located in the Olympic Peninsula of Washington. The Olympic National Park offers an amazingly diverse landscape from the peak of Mount Olympus to the foggy sea stacks of the Pacific coast. There's so much to see and learn. In between those two extremes is the Hoh Rainforest. It's home to magical hiking trails that weave around huge trees and vibrant ferns. Popular activities at the park include skiing, rafting, hiking, and boating. While we explored this park, we did a scenic driving tour where we got a great view of Mount Olympus. We also spent a lot of time hiking through the Hoh Rainforest, and it really felt like we stepped back in time. It was so cool. There was so much lush greenery and ferns. The trees were enormous. It is just a really cool experience, especially for us who weren't familiar with that type of terrain and environment. Number 18 on our list is Everglades National Park in Miami-Dade County, Florida. The ecosystem at Everglades National Park is the main attraction. It's a network of wetlands and forests and acts as the primary breeding ground for tropical wading birds in North America. You'll find many unique hiking trails in this park, and the Anhinga Trail is only half a mile long, but this self-guided hike, you're apt to see alligators, birds, turtles, and bromeliads. If you're wanting to see amazing land formations, Everglades National Park might not be for you, but those wanting to see amazing wildlife in their natural habitat, this is a must-see. Number 17 on the list is Death Valley National Park, and this is on the California-Nevada border. Death Valley National Park is extreme. If you're into off-roading, you'll love this place. This eastern California desert ranks among the hottest places in the world, comparable to the Arabian Desert in the Middle East. The valley also marks the lowest point in North America at 282 feet below sea level. Despite its harsh climate and terrain, if you plan your trip appropriately, you'll be able to discover all the hidden wonders of this epic national park. Based on the temp chart below, we'll think January, February, March, April, November, and December are ideal months to visit Death Valley. In addition to the off-road and hiking trails, this area is known for date farms and natural hot springs. We definitely enjoyed our fair share of dates while we were in this area. We love going to the date farms. They're like little tropical oasis in the desert out there. It's really cool, and there is so much good hiking and off-roading to do. If you catch it after a rainy season, you might even catch a super bloom. Number 16 on the list is the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and this is in North Carolina and Tennessee Smoky Mountain Range. If you can't make it out west, Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the best on the East Coast. In fact, it's the most visited national park in the USA. We love it for two reasons. Firstly, the hiking trails are absolutely amazing. You'll see mountaintop landscapes and forested trails. The elevation changes might wear you out, but there are trails for every skill level. Secondly, we love that there are wonderful communities surrounding the national park, from tourist towns like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge to hidden gems like Wares Valley and Bryson City. You'll be able to explore unique restaurants and antique shops too. Number 15 on the list is Hot Springs National Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Hot Springs National Park is like no other. Rather than focusing on nature or wildlife, this park is all about preserving history. In the 1800s, the local hot springs were used for their healing qualities, specifically fighting illnesses such as tuberculosis. The bathhouses look like primitive spas, resembling torture chambers at times. You can still use original equipment for a private soaking or take a hot springs bath in a modern spa. There are great hiking trails in the park as well. The Gulf of Gorge Trail runs from the main campground to the center of downtown. We've taken this trail from the campground into town so many times. It's a great way to take our dog with us. We get some exercise and enjoy nature for a while, and then we end up downtown with these historic bathhouses. And it's really cool because it's kind of known for like the mobsters and the bigwigs coming in and using these spas. And you can do a more traditional spa, which is clothing optional, and you have attendants come wait on you, or you can do a more modern one where you go and soak in bathing suits with other people, and you have a whole range of different experiences. Number 13 on the list is Redwood National Park, and this is on the California coast. Even though Sequoia National Park has the largest single tree in the USA, the redwoods are far more amazing in our opinion. The forest is full of massive redwood trees shooting up towards the sky. The hiking trails are plentiful. In fact, these trails are among the quietest we've ever hiked. There's a reverence observed by all whom are in the presence of these trees. Children and adults will enjoy the majesty of this national park. This park obviously has a special place in our hearts because I wrote a whole song about it, Among the Giants, if you guys are familiar with our album named after this song. And it was all about our experience walking through the redwood forest. I'm gonna let Kyle jump in for the rest of the list because Nora has decided that it's time for a little break, so I'll catch you guys later.
Coming in at number 12 on this countdown is the Grand Canyon National Park, and it's located in Arizona. The Grand Canyon is one of the most iconic national parks in America. No matter your age or physical activity, this park can be enjoyed by all. The main welcome center offers magnificent views of the canyon. From there, you can access hiking trails along the rim. Guided tours abound as well. You can view the area by way of helicopter, donkey, and Segway. The national park is also home to the Grand Canyon Village. It offers rustic lodging, dining, and shopping options. Personally, we love the Grand Canyon National Park because it is just a classic American vacation. It is an awesome sight to see. No matter your skill level or how involved you want to be physically as far as the activities go, you can truly enjoy the Grand Canyon National Park either just by looking at it or going deep down into it. So it is an awesome place to check out. Number 11 on our list is Joshua Tree National Park, and it's located in Joshua Tree, California. The Joshua Tree is one of the most unique trees in North America, and this national park is the place to see them. The desert terrain is also full of huge rock formations. You can hike, camp, and off-road through the park. Joshua Tree is a great weekend getaway from large cities in Southern California. While we think you'll love this park, you can probably get a good feel for it in just a few days, so it might not be an entire vacation. During our time in Joshua Tree, we really enjoyed two primary activities. Off-roading, it was so much fun. The trails they have are just an off-roader's dream, whether it's an ATV or a big truck. And also, we loved just the driving tours through the main national park area. You can get a great sense of the land formations and the Joshua trees from the vehicle if you don't want to get out. Number 10 on the list is Grand Teton National Park, and this is near Jackson, Wyoming. Whether you love hiking, water sports, or just enjoying a mountain view, Grand Teton National Park is the place to visit. The park offers hikes of all skill levels. Even with kids or older relatives, you'll be able to explore by foot. For the more advanced outdoor enthusiast, mountaineering is a popular activity on site. You can rent a boat or take a guided tour on Lake Jenny, and the views from the lake are awesome. One of the other great things about Grand Teton National Park are all the camping options. You can camp inside the park in a tent or an RV. You can camp at their lodge, or what we did and how we truly loved this experience was boondocking, which is free camping outside of the national park in the national forest. From there, we got an epic view of the sun setting over the mountains every night, and best of all, it was free. You can access it by RV or tent. It's a great way to experience the national park. Number 9 on the list is Big Bend National Park, and this is in West Texas, bordering Mexico. Big Bend is an extremely remote national park with lots of geological features. You may find sea fossils, dinosaur bones, and volcano dikes at the park. Additionally, the park is host to many amazing land formations. The Rio Grande River flows on its westernmost border. Emery Peak, the highest point of the park, is over 7,000 feet above sea level, and it's a wonderful observation point. Whether you want to hike, bike, drive, climb, or off-road, Big Bend offers a great experience for that. And let me tell you that Big Bend National Park is a huge national park. We try to experience it in just a handful of days and barely scratch the surface. Driving from one end to the park to the other takes a matter of at least an hour and a half, if not more. So be prepared to give yourself a good amount of time to experience the park because it does have so much to offer and it is very, very big. Number 8 on the list is Rocky Mountain National Park, and this is located just northwest of Denver, Colorado. If you love the mountains like we do, this is a must-see national park. However, you may want to be prepared for altitude sickness because the Rocky Mountain National Park sits between 7,000 and 14,000 feet above sea level. There are many ways to experience the park. Our favorite 2 ways are through the epic hiking trails and the scenic drives. The Trail Ridge Road winds through the park and lets you see all the best sights without hiking, but keep in mind, this road is closed during the winter months and may not open until late spring. The hikes are awesome too. They have trails from easy to hard, so no matter your skill level, you can enjoy getting out into nature. Emerald Lake Trail, Gem Lake Trail, and Albert Falls Trail are among the most popular hikes in the area. We love the Rocky Mountains and we love Colorado. This is one of the must-see national parks in our opinion. Number 7 on our list is Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, USA. This is another awesome East Coast national park. Nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah is all about forest wilderness. The park is best known for Skyline Drive, a 105-mile road that runs the length of the park along the ridge of the mountains. This drive will show you all the best viewpoints. It's perfect for folks who have limited hiking ability, and it's also great if you love riding motorcycles too. 101 miles of the Appalachian Trail are also in the park, and in fact, the park has over 500 miles of hiking trails. And if camping is your thing, the park offers many options. You can camp in the backcountry, at established campgrounds, and in lodges or cabins. Personally, this is one of the national parks we are planning to visit this year. Number 6 on our list is Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. Arches National Park feels like you're on another planet. It's our absolute favorite park for hiking. The numerous trails wind through huge rock formations and overlook the strange terrain. Biking and off-roading are also huge activities at Arches National Park. And once you get your share of land-based activities, you can float down the Colorado River. Arches National Park has such a range of activities, it's perfect for families and extreme sports fans alike. The reason that I am such a fan of Arches National Park is because it's so easy to experience. The driving trails inside the park lead straight to trailheads that lead straight to the most epic views ever. So if you want to get to a national park and become immersed in it, Arches is really the park for that. Such a unique experience, one of my absolute favorite national parks of all time. Number 5 on our list is Acadia National Park, and this is located on the coast of Maine. This coastal national park is a wonderful destination for everyone, especially folks who live on the East Coast. As per Wikipedia, the park includes mountains, an ocean coastline, woodlands, lakes, ponds, and wetlands encompassing a total of 49,000 acres. Acadia also acts as one of the 2 trailheads of the Appalachian Trail. If hiking isn't your thing though, Park Loop Road is a 27-mile driving trail with scenic viewpoints. Winter activities include hiking on trails using snowshoes, trekking poles, cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, and ice fishing. I know it's one of the harder parks to access if you're not located in the Northeast, but it would definitely be worth your effort to do it because of the epic, harsh terrain that it is on the coast, but also the beautiful forests. So make sure you check that one out. Coming in at number 4 on our list is Yosemite National Park, and this is located in Central California. Yosemite National Park is another American classic. Whether you're into hiking, climbing, or watching wildlife, you can do it all at Yosemite. Yosemite, and the views throughout the park are absolutely amazing. The Central Visitor Center is full of history and geological info, and the lodging accommodations on site are awesome. You can camp by tent or RV, yurts, cabins, and backcountry camping. And the key points of interest include Half Dome, El Capitan, Yosemite Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls. This is another national park that we visited much too quickly. You could spend weeks at Yosemite and not do everything. We were there for about 5 days and still just scratched the surface again. But the views there are amazing. To see those huge granite formations is just a sight to see. A classic American road trip, in my opinion, is Yosemite National Park. So check it out. All right, guys, we're getting into the top 3, and these are some of our absolute favorites, and we think you will love them too. Number 3 is Glacier National Park, located in northern Montana. Glacier National Park is a true beauty. From the scenic driving trails winding up the mountain to the water activities on Lake McDonald, there are activities for all ages at Glacier. One of our favorite family-friendly activities is the unique driving tours. A fleet of restored 1930s white motor company coaches called Red Jammers offer tours on all the major roads in the park. Going to the Sun Road is another amazing day trip. The road leads to Logan Pass, where you can admire the epic glacial landscapes. There's also a visitor center at the pass, and hiking is a popular activity at Glacier too. Trails of all skill levels make it easy to enjoy the park as a family. This is another national park that it offers great camping inside the park, but it does stay super busy, so if you can't make a reservation, there are amazing free campsites outside the borders. That's where we love to camp when we stay there. Number 2 on our list is Yellowstone National Park, located in Wyoming. Yellowstone has so many amazing geological features. Not to mention, it's been an American vacation destination for 100 years. Old Faithful Geyser is the main event at Yellowstone. However, there's so many attractions beyond the iconic geyser. A few that we love are Grand Prismatic Spring, the Yellowstone Caldera, Yellowstone Lake, the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, Hayden Valley, Mammoth Hot Springs, and the numerous waterfalls you can find at Yellowstone. Keep in mind though, the park is busy, and be prepared to wait in lines at the most popular spots. The traffic at Yellowstone was one of the biggest bummers during our time there, but don't let it keep you from going, because you have to see these things. They are amazing. Camping in Yellowstone, like Glacier, stays busy and it might be hard to make a reservation. We recommend staying outside at a free camping site. These are much less traveled and they still give you great access to the park, and they don't cost anything. So check those out. We stayed on Snake River. It was free camping and it was a great base camp. All right, guys, we are down to the number 1 national park on the list. Before we tell you what it is, I would love if you tell us in the comments below what national park you are gonna go see this year. This next one on the list is definitely one we are gonna go see this year. And number 1 is Zion National Park, located in southwest Utah. If you can only visit one national park in 2020, we think Zion offers the most bang for the buck. The scenery and the activities are so amazing. From Angel's Landing to the subway trail, the hikes at Zion are among the best in the USA. Even their hikes rated easy offer great views. One of the trails that leads out of the visitor center winds through the valley, and dogs are even allowed on it. We took our dog on a walk on that trail every night, not only to stretch her legs, but because the sun setting on that hike is one of the most beautiful things in the park. If you're gonna make the trip to Zion National Park, we recommend staying on site at Watchman Campground. The campground can host RVs and tents, so no matter how you're traveling, it is one of the best places to stay. The reason why staying on site at Zion is so important is because it gives you direct access to all the key features in Zion. You will not even have to drive your car outside the park because the location is so central. However, if the reservations are full and you can't make one, we totally recommend camping outside the park at one of the boondocking sites. There are so many boondocking sites out there, and they can even fit large rigs and obviously tent campers. So lots of options at Zion. That's one of the reasons why for us it makes the camping experience so enjoyable. The national park is beautiful, the hikes are absolutely amazing, and the camping is easy and awesome too. So if there's only one national park you can see this year, make sure it is Zion. I don't believe you'll be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned with us through this list. National parks in America are one of the best things about this country and going on vacation. So make sure you visit any national park this year. Give the video a big thumbs up if it helps you out with your vacation decisions, and let us know in those comments where you're gonna go this year. One last shout out to RV & Go. If you need to rent an RV to go to any of these spots, check them out. We'll drop the links below. Thank you guys again, and we'll see y'all next time.